Thank you for listening to Ingram Law LLC. Our website is joeingramlaw.com. Again, joeingramlaw.com. Our phone number is 205-335-2640. We do take questions that are submitted to us. Today, our topic is expungements in Alabama. We discussed briefly expungements in our last podcast, and I felt like this was information that I really needed to share with you today to follow up on that from criminal law. Expungements. Why do you need it? What is the process? Why is it important? The biggest change we've had to the expungement laws happened in 2021 by the Alabama legislature. Not only may dismissed misdemeanor cases be expunged, now in Alabama, any felony case dismissed may be expunged as well. And convictions for certain criminal offenses, misdemeanor and felonies, may be expunged from your personal record. And this goes without mentioning certain administrative DUI suspensions of your driver's license as well. You can find this information related to Alabama expungements under the Code of Alabama, Section 15-27-1 and 15-27-2 is full of information for you to read, or you can contact us at your convenience. So, what does the exact statute say? Well, 1527-1 states, a person who has been charged in any court of law in Alabama, including municipal court, district court, or circuit court, with a misdemeanor or a felony, may file a petition in the criminal division of the circuit court in the county in which the charges were filed to expunge records relating to the charge for any of the following: when the charge has been dismissed with prejudice, more than 90 days have passed; when the charge has been no-billed by a grand jury and more than 90 days has passed. What does no-billed mean? It just means the grand jury did not return an indictment against you. Next, when the person has been found not guilty of the charge and more than 90 days have passed. When the charge was dismissed after successful completion of a drug court program, mental court program, diversion program, such as Veterans Court, or any other court-approved deferred prosecution program. A petition for expungement may be filed on your behalf. Next, expungement laws of dismissed felony cases can be found at 15-27-2 of the Alabama Code. A person who has been charged with any felony offense may file a petition in the criminal division of the circuit court in the county in which the charges were filed to expunge records relating to the said charge under the following circumstances, such as after 90 days, the charge is dismissed with prejudice, which means they can't bring it back against you. The case was no-billed by a grand jury. Again, the grand jury did not return an indictment against you. The person has been found not guilty of the charge. You went to trial, a jury found you not guilty. You can have that expunged off your record. after 1 year. When the charge was dismissed after successful completion of a drug court program, mental health court program, diversion program, such as Veterans Court or any other court approved deferred prosecution program. Expungement as it relates to convictions of misdemeanors and felonies. Now, there are some exclusions to filing for an expungement. Those kind of charges fall into the categories of violent offenses, such as homicide, felony assaults, felony domestic violence, rape, burglary. Sex offense cases, rape, indecent exposure, sexual abuse, human trafficking, sodomy. Crimes of moral turpitude. I love that word, turpitude. Felony theft, trafficking of drugs, robbery, felony assaults. Those cases cannot be expunged off your personal criminal record. So, we've discussed dismissing misdemeanor cases, felony cases off of your record. There is a filing fee to file the petition for an expungement. When we started doing expungements in Alabama, generally the filing fee was about $350, depending on which county you were in. Now, my understanding that the administrative fee is $500 for a petition. Word to the wise here. When a petitioner is seeking expungement of multiple charges arising from one arrest, get this. Say you're arrested for DUI, possession of a controlled substance, whatever other charges they tack onto it, and you want to expunge that conviction and arrest. Only one filing fee is required. Multiple charges from multiple arrests require the payment of separate filing fees per arrest. What does that mean? Well, let's say you got a DUI in July 2001, and then you were arrested for a second DUI in September 2001. That's two separate arrests, two separate charges, means you have to pay two distinct filing fees for two petitions to expunge those off your record. So now that we've talked a little bit about filing an expungement, how do you do it? Well, here's the process in simple layman forms. And I have people that call me every day, and they either say, I tried to do this myself to file an expungement petition, or can you tell me the procedure to file an expungement procedure? And I always try to be courteous and tell the person on the phone, you know, if my car breaks down, I go to the mechanic. If I need knee surgery, I'm going to go to an orthopedic surgeon. If I need legal work done, I'm going to go see a lawyer. I say this because I had a lady that came to me a week ago to help her with an uncontested divorce. and she had filed it 3 times online by herself with one of these online divorce forms, paid $150. Guess what? Each time the case was rejected by the court. She hired me. We filed the case. She will be divorced in 30 days. So, back to expungements. I suggest you hire an attorney to help you file your expungement petition. If you have a case involving one charge, you will need to get a copy of your fingerprints. You can do that at your local police department or sheriff's department if you live in a city or a municipality. You will have to get a certified copy of your criminal history, and you get that from the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. It is called ALEA, ALEA. You can go to their website. I believe you can put some identifying information in there, driver's license, social security number. Last time I checked, I think it's approximately $15. You get a certified copy of your criminal history. Then we have to get a certified copy of the conviction of your charge. What does that mean, Joe? Let's say you got a DUI in Birmingham City Court. So either you or I, if you want to pay me, go to Birmingham clerk's office and pay for a certified copy of the conviction. So we have your fingerprint card. We have a copy of your certified criminal history from ALEA. And we also have a certified copy of the conviction. What do we do now? We file a petition, which is a standard form that can be found online under alaforms.gov, ALAFORMS.gov. For those that want to attempt this on their own, I suggest hire a lawyer. We prepare a petition. We complete the fields as requested. We tell the court why we want to expunge your record. Generally, it's for 2 or 3 purposes. Either it's for a better career, to get in the military, or you just want to clean up your record. Those are the 3 categories that most people come to me about doing the expungement. We filed the petition in the circuit court. After the court enters the information into the system, they give us the service copies back. We have to serve the DA in the county in which we seek to get the expungement. We also have to serve the arresting agency. In this case, as we discussed, it would be the City of Birmingham Police Department. So both of them have to get notice of the petition. They have 30 days by law to file an answer. Now, typically, if your arrest or your conviction meets the qualifications for an expungement, if you had a good lawyer, we've worked all the way through this process, generally no one objects to the expungement being granted by the circuit court judge. At that time, after 30 days, and depending on the court schedule, depending on if you're in a large county or a small county, the judge will enter an order granting the expungement and to send notification to Alabama Law Enforcement Agency to have that removed from your permanent record. So that's a little bit about expungements. That's the process in which we do it. If you have any questions about this, please contact us. joeingramlaw.com, or you can call us at 205-335-2640. Again, as always, thank you for listening. Please take care of yourself and each other. Have a good day. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.